Carmen Pitt, Practical Assignment for Unit 1 Diploma of Counselling by Estrada College. Hi, welcome.
Hi, thank you.
Now, first of all, what would you like me to call you?
Jess is good.
Jess?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm Carmen.
Thanks, Carmen.
No worries. Okay. Do you just want to start off with by telling me a little bit how you're feeling today and what it is you came in today for?
Sure. So it's something that's coming in for isn't a huge thing that's impacting my life hugely, but there's a bit of tension between me and my family and another family that we're friends with. That just some tension between their mum and kids and my family in some not very nice, I guess, situation, sort of bullying sort of situation that I'd like to kind of get some help with. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Just going to ask you a couple of questions around that, if that's okay.
Sure.
Just get a bit more information. Is it one particular issue that keeps coming up, or is it just their behaviour?
It's just niggly kind of behaviour that leaves you feeling, or me and my siblings feeling looked down on a bit. A bit of verbal bullying to each of the people in my family. So I'm the second oldest. I've got an older brother who's 23, a 19-year-old sister and a 17-year-old brother who also have some special needs. So those, and individual, over the years we've known this family for a really long time.
Okay. And has this always been an issue?
Yeah, it has, probably since we started school kind of thing.
Okay. What changed?
My family decided to homeschool and their family didn't.
Yeah.
So I think that was one of the aspects. I don't think that was the only thing, and it's not something that's ever really come to a head very much. It's been more just sort of under the surface, sort of niggling. They felt like we thought they should be homeschooling as well. That's one issue, but just we made some choices to do certain things and they didn't like that.
And this issue came about when you were all a bit younger?
Yeah, it's always kind of been there under the surface.
Between the mums, and it affected the kids?
A little bit between the mum, but also between the mums, but mainly I think a lot of it has come from kid to kid. So their two kids are the same age as my younger siblings.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Can I ask
also a little bit between their mum and us kids as well. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Can I ask how old you are?
I'm 21.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. That gives me a bit of a
idea.
It's been going on for a while then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And how does it generally make you feel when this happens? When you're right in the situation?
It makes me feel a bit small, looked down on, awkward, stupid, bit, I need to be, just not matching up.
Yeah, okay. So
people's
it's
opinions.
affecting you.
Yeah.
And does it affect all of you? Just you?
It affects all of us.
Yeah.
How they treat individual people. It's not something that, it's little things and goes in waves, so it doesn't affect all of us all the time. It might be just different people. So
I'm sorry you feel like that. That does sound unpleasant. Okay, and in coming in today, what were you hoping to achieve out of counselling in general?
Sure.
Counselling with this issue?
I guess I'd like some strategies on how to deal with it within myself, but also how to be in charge of the situation a little bit more, so that I don't feel like I can't change them or their behaviour, but change that's standing up for myself, putting more boundaries around the situations, and just putting boundaries around it.
You've used some really positive words there, some proactive words, standing up for yourself and
Yeah.
making change. And that is effectively what the counselling process is about. It's about making positive changes.
Okay.
You're right when you say, excuse me, you're right when you say you can't change their behaviour, but you can change you and how you feel about it and how you behave within that context.
Yeah.
And that's the sort of thing that counselling can do for you.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions around that? How that works? Or?
No, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll go through that process. We'll set some goals.
Yep.
So what I want to do now is just, I want to repeat back to you what I think you've said. So you've got some family-to-family dynamics
Yep.
that at times have been distressing for you personally and a bit more as a family, and it's affecting how you feel about yourself.
Yep.
Afterwards as well, or just at the time?
A little bit afterwards. A little bit.
Afterwards. So you're having some residual kind of
Yeah.
struggling issues with it, and it's been going on for a really long time. So
Yeah.
you're really looking at changing the boundaries in this long-held relationship.
Yeah.
Does that sound about right?
Yeah, that
Okay.
sounds about right. Yeah.
And how are you feeling with us discussing this in this room? Are you feeling
Yeah.
anxious? Or?
No, that I'm feeling okay about it. That it's something I'm wanting to work on. And
Okay.
Yeah.
So just before we look at that a bit further, we will look at that and we'll set some goals around that. What I would like to do is just explain this counselling process to you.
Yep.
And confidentiality and your rights as a client. So we've talked a bit about your expectations and about what counselling can do for you. What I'd like to speak about is the structure of this counselling. So I work for Kimberley Counselling, and there are roughly 10 counsellors in this service. We are a low to moderate risk facility, and what you discuss in here with me generally stays with me. It is confidential unless there are some circumstances outside of me being able to guarantee that. Now I'll just go through those with you. It's if you're suicidal or at risk of self-harm, or you are self-harming, if you hurt somebody else, or if you commit a crime, if I'm subpoenaed to testify, or my case files are subpoenaed.
Yep.
So I do take case notes, most counsellors do, and they are kept in a secure server here. I can access those, and also my supervisor can access those.
Sure.
I have a counselling supervisor. She's there for me to get better at counselling, to oversee what I'm doing, and also to make sure that you're getting the best use of this service.
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, you okay with that?
Yeah.
And occasionally we have a roundtable conference with the other counsellors and we discuss our cases, but usually without names.
Yeah. No worries. So it's not a intimate discussion with people. It's just not over casual over coffee or anything like that.
It
It's
doesn't
just
come outside of the practice.
yeah.
It stays in our conference room. It's very confidential, and we take those boundaries very seriously.
Sure.
So I will see you in session, and the sessions, you get 12 sessions, and you get 12 months to use them. So you can either use them once a month, or we can do it a little bit quicker, closer together. And the sessions last roughly, excuse me, I'm sorry, I lose my voice, roughly for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have any questions around
No,
that?
that's fine.
Okay, and those 12 sessions are free, but you only get them once a year.
Yeah. Sure.
Now, if you want to continue on after those 12 sessions, there are other services in town I can refer you to. Now, it is a small town. We'll probably see each other outside of this room.
Yeah.
And how you deal with that is up to you. If you want to greet me, say hello, that's fine.
Yeah.
If you just need to keep walking, that's fine too.
Okay. Thanks.
So
Yeah.
I'll leave that up to you.
Yeah.
I will probably respond to a greeting and carry on, and the things we talk about in this room stay in this room.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. So earlier when you were speaking, you mentioned that this issue that you've been having has affected your whole family.
Yeah.
Yep. And have you spoken about that as a family at all?
Yeah, it's been something we keep a fairly open Rest of course you talk about different things and just let each other know when situations happen. So we are fairly open about it. So
Okay.
yeah.
So there's good communication in your family.
Yeah.
Okay, so within our counselling service, we have a family counsellor as well, and he specialises in that interdynamic with family, and he might be able to help you guys as a family in how you all behave with this other family. Would that be something you think you'd be interested in the future?
Yeah, I think so. I think that'd be good.
It would be?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll make a note of it that we've discussed it, and that might be something that you're interested in the future as we get a bit further down the path.
Yep, sounds good.
So again, with confidentiality, if I referred you to another counsellor, with your permission, I would give him a handover letter or a briefing of some description.
Yep.
Okay, but you would be aware of the content, and we would do that together. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any other questions that have come up?
No, okay. Yep.
Okay. All right. So what we're going to do with your issue of this family is we're going to look at what most stands out for you, or what immediately you'd like to deal with. Is it straight into the relational stuff, or would you like to work a little bit more on feelings, or?
I think working on feelings is probably a better place to start, and then go out from there, even though the results will take longer to see perhaps. I think that would be the best place I'd like to start.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Because we're heading towards the end of our session, I don't want to open up this box of feelings and then have to shut it down quite quickly. So we're going to start there next week. That's okay, if you'd like to come back next week.
Yeah.
Okay, and next week we will make up a plan of what we're going to do with our 12 sessions.
Sure.
And get some goals happening so you can see where it's going. And on that plan will also be a confidentiality clause for you to sign, for me to sign.
Okay.
And just so you know what to expect from the counselling service in general and what we can offer you. And I'll make a note on there that we've discussed the family counselling.
Sure. Yep.
Okay?
Yeah.
And yes, next week we'll get into that. Have you got any questions about today, or anything you want to discuss?
That's fine.
Feeling comfortable?
Yeah. I think it'll be good.
Well, it was really nice meeting you.
Thank you, you too.
Do you feel alright to go back?
Yeah.
There?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
To
you
see
very
the
much.
receptionist on the way out. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much.
Bye.